Friends, Republicans and countrymen, I address you today as President of the Republic on the 7th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence of the Republic of Wynnum on Wednesday the 12th of November back in 2014. We should look back on the past 7 years with a sense of achievement. The announcement of the Republic back then shone a light on our beautiful part of the world, and today, as one of the most liberal and, dare I say, relaxed countries in the world, we now count around 1,000 citizens of the realm and 75 members of the aristocracy. And as I stand here today, I am the 5th and current president in an admittedly short list of presidents of the Republic. We can also marvel at where Wynnum is today compared to 7 years ago. We have a thriving centre with a cinema, great restaurants and bars, and next week, the only fringe festival within 2,000 kilometres. Plus, just the other week, just over the border, but we'll claim it, we had our first open-air concert, Rock the Bay. I am here today to celebrate with you, but also to make some important announcements on new government policy initiatives that the Republic will shortly implement. And these are, firstly, climate change. Unfortunately, the Republic was not invited to the COP26 in Glasgow. We wouldn't have gone anyway, even if we were invited. That's due to budget constraints, as Air Force One is just a drone. And that wouldn't have got us there. Secondly, we prefer not to add any more CO2 to the atmosphere than is necessary. And we would be perfectly happy Zoom bombing into the event. Nevertheless, today, as President, I announced two important pledges for the Republic. Firstly, we will go to net zero emissions by 2014 on our 10th anniversary of independence. And secondly, we will go even further and commit to reaching absolute zero, no offsets for us, by 2030. Go hard or go home is our approach in the Republic. You may well ask how we're going to achieve this. We stand with the other world leaders and say to you, we haven't got a clue. But we certainly know technology that hasn't been invented yet is not the answer. So our slogan is, taxes, not technology. And we point to the incredibly popular voluntary taxation system we implemented in 2015. None of our citizens objected to the implementation of a tax system. However, we do have to report that tax collection has been lower than expected. In fact, we've only collected $5 million. Sorry, that's a spelling mistake. $5. Which brings me neatly to government expenditure. The Republic has always welcomed prospective citizens from around the world and elsewhere. We have no laborious application process, and you can in fact become a citizen in a few minutes online. Unlike most other countries, there is no fee for this, and currently there is no fee for a passport. But as of the 1st of January 2022, this will change, with a new or replacement passport being $25. That's Wynnum dollars, of course, including postage. This fee is waived, however, if you visit a passport office in the Republic and collect your passport there. There will be no fee to become a citizen. At this time, we have also decided that the Republic is undervaluing its aristocracy, its aristocratic titles. Indeed, how do you decide what an aristocratic title is worth? So, of the 1st of January 2022, aristocratic titles will go up in price by at least 50% in some cases. I'd also like to make an announcement of 3 discretionary presidential appointments. We're appointing an Admiral, that'll be Derek Hall. Bernie Nayland will become our Field Marshal. Michael Jullyan, our Air Commodore, and David Bateson, supporting those 3 members, will be the Minister of Propaganda. So we can now claim to be able to have defences of the realm. Finally, the Republic is issuing a range of commemorative stamps featuring the presidents of the Republic, a bit like Mount Rushmore. You may find that the postal services of other countries do not recognise these stamps, so you may wish to add, for example, Australian stamps to any packages that you would like to arrive at their destination, and reserve use of the Republic of Wynnum stamps only for letters that you don't want delivered. We will have a small number of first aid covers and special collectible sets available soon. Finally, the COVID pandemic, as you know, has taken its toll on our normal presidential election process. As you may know, this is an online auction with the title going to the highest bidder, previously held on Independence Day. Last year, we were unable to run the election on Independence Day, and after introducing a buy now option, which was taken up immediately, the election did not proceed in its usual fashion. We have now moved the presidential term to coincide with the calendar year, with the election to be held shortly for the next presidential term, starting January 1, 2022. If you think you're up to the job, feel free to apply. Thank you, fellow citizens.